Good morning, everybody. Are we ready for another Mojo challenge? I am. I've been wanting to work on more spinning stuff and maybe more open sort of things with everybody. And I did a color thing this past weekend with a guild in New Jersey, and it was fantastic. And it's one of those things where I'm the one giving the lecture or doing the teaching, but I'm inspired by what everybody else is doing and the discussions that we have. And so I've been super inspired to do more color things, and not like my life isn't already all about the color, but some different stuff and working with some kind of themes. So I started a thread in the Spunky Eclectic Clubhouse Ravelry group. So over on Ravelry.com, and I'll link directly to the thread down below so that you know you don't even have to work for it. It's just click right through and you'll find it. And I want to run it from there. And for the next 3 months, there's 3 different challenges. And for the month of October, which I know is just about half over, but here we are, is spooky things. Something Halloween-y, and I'm going to talk about mine in a little bit. November is pies and cakes, because, I don't know, for me, November starts the eating season. I know it's the holiday season, but it's the eating season. So pies and cakes, and then in December, cleaning off the bobbins. And so I'll be going through some tips and some ideas of what I'm working on as we go through some of this stuff. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about spooky and some ideas for October. So I already did the haunted sleigh ride. So if you didn't follow me on Instagram, do you remember the last video was about spinning a duo, and this is what I have. And you can't really tell. I did end up breaking it up into a few more stripes, so it's really hard to see how this is going to stripe out, but you can see that it's going to, because, you know, you've got clear, you know, the yellowy, limey, the green, and the purple, and it's all just got that black running through it. Well, that works all by itself. This is a different version of the haunted sleigh ride, which is not a duo. This is just a regular one that I pulled off of the shelf, and that totally works. If that's spooky to you. This wasn't spooky enough for me, and since I've already spun this, that doesn't count as my spinning for the month. At least I'm not going to. You can. I'm not gonna. I wanted to do one more thing. Now, this will go really well with red, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. This is an idea I've been kind of thinking about ever since I finished this. So I want to do, you know, some murder red with this, and then figure out some type of color work. So that's what I'm going to do with this. This is the one I'm going to spin. And this alone, if you consider this murder red, is pretty spooky all by itself. But this is what I'm going to do. So if you don't like spooky, you can just go with the candy corn. Something like that. I'm not saying you have to buy my fiber. I'm saying just these are ideas because this is the fiber I have around. So, candy corn. It's not super spooky, but it's kind of spooky because it's candy corn. I know there's people out there that like it, but for the rest of us, the other 99% of us that don't like it, it's kind of scary stuff. Could just be black that's a little bit spooky. Doesn't have to be super spooky. This is fossil, which isn't super spooky, but it is spooky if you think about it. It's just a color prompt, or a prompt to do something strange with the yarn that you've never done before. So that's what I'm just giving you, is a prompt. Think about it. What do you want to do? What are you going to make this into? How is this translating for you? Because it's wicked cool when it translates into something different for everybody. Oh yeah. And for some people, having to spin white, something that isn't colorful, is a little spooky. And I know Beth is going to have words for me over this, but this is kind of spooky for me. I do not enjoy spinning white. I like spinning my sheep's fiber, which isn't white. It's, you know, multicolored or grays or browns, which I find to be a little more entertaining than white. So maybe this is spooky for you. So take the prompt if you want to play along. If you want to post about it and talk about it, go over to Ravelry. Like I said, the link will be down below. And you can just continue to tag these things Mojo Challenge on Instagram. So whether you're posting to Ravelry or not, you know, still you can post to Instagram and tag them with the Mojo Challenge, and then we'll all be able to follow along with that and see it. So, okay, folks, I will see you again later. And hopefully I will see you before the November prompt where I talk about cakes and pies. Bye, everybody.